fine, it's gone. Hi there, it's Timmy Joe. I make videos about computers on the internet, but today we're talking drones. That's because I had someone email me to see if I wanted to review one, something you can get on Amazon fairly inexpensively. And I thought, hey, that's super cool. An opportunity to check out a drone, even if it's a cheap one. I've only ever had the opportunity to play with like a DJI Phantom 3, a few times here and there. It's something I'd love to have, but could never justify the cost on, because I don't do any like YouTuber vloggy stuff that would really benefit from that footage. But I would love to have like the Mavic. That seems like the ultimate deal, or maybe even like that little Spark one or something like that. So this is about the size of that little Spark one, but obviously, cut down into something that you can, lose without getting into too much trouble or financial loss. Oh my goodness! Yes, I lost it. That's why it's not in the scene. It was just gone. It was gone. Second time I had it out too. Not the first time I lost it either. I lost it both times. But you don't feel too bad because it's $72.99 American. Link in the description below to Amazon if you were looking to buy one. And you know what? Even though I lost it, I would, if you're in the market to get into drones and stuff like this is a pretty inexpensive way to get your feet wet on a drone before you make the jump to something that's obviously got a lot more technology into it, but is a lot more expensive. I even see like something like this at my local Radio Shack, or they call it the Source here in Canada, would be about $200. So for $100 on Amazon, or $72.99 in the States, it's not a bad deal. And I gotta say, it's not a toy. As this said, it's not a toy. It's a full-on drone. And I say that because I played with those little helicopters before that buzz around. You can't lose one of those like into the forest because it lost radio transmission. It's got a limited range. This thing goes 100 feet in the air and 100 feet from you pretty quickly because it's got powerful motors on it. It's actually got a built-in camera. It's got built-in Wi-Fi. I have footage, which we will see in a second, of the fated departure of said DBPower drone. So this is not a toy. This is like bordering on, something. Unfortunately, if you're a beginner, you might want to get the DJI because it's got built-in GPS and the return to home features and stuff like that. Where this is something you're going to have to like analogically learn and actually not just jump right in and start playing with it, but it requires adjustments and stuff like that in the beginning to get it flying properly. I actually regret that I didn't try a little harder to learn it before I took it to a field to do some testing, but I thought I could get away with like just a quick. I kept expecting the battery not to last long enough for it to get anywhere too far, but the battery seemed to be lasting at least 5 minutes before it flew away on me. So that's pretty cool considering it's gaining enough lift to get very high in the air. So let's talk a little bit about setting this thing up. When you first open the package, you put the little protectors on the blades and the feet onto it, and that's about all you need to do to assemble it. It also comes with a USB that plugs into the battery. You have to unplug that and plug it back into the drone at the little bottom with a little connector to get it rolling. And then to turn it on, you would turn the drone on. It starts having blinking lights. You turn the remote on, which requires 4 AA batteries. And some blinking lights happen, and then you would go like this. You can put the stick all the way down. You go up, down. It beeps once. And then it will flash until it finds this drone signal, and then this will stay green. But once you do that, what you actually need to do is configure the drone's pitch and stuff like that so that it hovers in place. Because when I got it out of the box, it started drifting back and forth, left and right, doing weird stuff. And it's cool. There is adjustment on this. These little, above and beyond, and it's in the instruction booklet. All the information you need. You can hold these left and right to adjust the pitch so that the drone will actually start just hovering in place. And you'd want to do that in an area where wind isn't a factor. I was actually even thinking I should have put some fishing line on the drone, hooked it to something heavy on the ground, so that I could just never have it fly away. Because a big problem was you'd want to get it up in the air, you'd put the throttle halfway, it would start, it would get to here, and then you'd immediately think, oh, it's going too high, you drop it would drop really fast, much like the remote. So you'd bump up the thing, it was just, you get like this happening. It's something that requires a lot of practice, and because it is so light, you're going to want to do it on like no wind outside. You're going to want to do it in like a football field or something like that, a school field, and be very careful never to let it get out of a certain zone to where if you just drop the throttle and it falls to the ground, it doesn't break. But also if you have to do that, it's going to fall like in the field that you're working in. My biggest problem was it got out of that range, and then I was afraid to let it drop because I thought I was going to break it, but I could never steer it back to me because I'm not handy enough with the controls yet, as well as I calibrated this thing before I left the house, and when I got there, it didn't seem to be calibrated anymore. So it almost needs to be calibrated every single time you use it. So let's see what happened the first time I took it in the backyard with my son. You'll see here I'm setting the drone up. I'm just thinking, I'm thinking that this is a toy and I'm going to be able to confine it to my backyard. I very quickly realized that this is not a toy. If it's not something you want to fly in your backyard, because you're going to all of a sudden have it hovering over people's houses where you're going to have to drop it, and then you're going to be scared and you're going to end up having to go on the neighbor's roof. All right, we're on the neighbor's roof. I recovered the drone. It was a little bit broken. The landing gear had like cracked. I fixed it with some tape, but all in all, it seemed to be flying fine still and everything. So, I did several attempts in the garage to kind of figure it out. But I took it out last night with the kid and the dog, which was silly, and this is what happens. What is it?
A drone.
It's a drone?
Yeah.
Yeah, look it. It's picking up the video. See? We got the video. And who's that? Say hi.
Hi.
It's so much easier to justify when running in my room. Hey, you up in here, right? We lost it. It's over there.
Yeah.
It just I could not get it to swing back this way. And we lost it, Gibby?
Yeah.
We're gonna go look for it. Oh man. So you can see, yeah, I just brought the GoPro. I thought I was gonna be doing a quick little run here. I was not expecting to lose the drone. I did not want to. But I didn't even have the camera set up properly. I was just flying the thing, trying to keep it centered. And, as you see here, it's flying around. It's flying, and I think I can get it back. And every time I had it coming back towards me, it would circle back around and want to keep going. Maybe it got caught by the wind or something like that. But it went. I lost control of it. I could no longer control it, and it was still on a trajectory going way far away from me. And I went and looked in that area of town, like a few blocks over from the school I was at, and I could never find the drone. I assume it's on somebody's roof or in a tree, just kind of out of reach where I'm never going to see it, because it's pretty small. It's not like it's going to be easily, found. And if it fell out of the sky onto somebody's car or something like that, I don't see it actually damaging the car or any property, so at least there's that. But you are getting into the territory there where, what if it fell out of the sky and just fell on somebody's head? They're not gonna be pleased when that happens. They might even get hurt. So be very cautious when playing with drones is my takeaway from this. I'm at Watch Timmy Joe on Instagram and Twitter. Hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun playing with the drone, and I'm really sad that it just flew away on me. It actually kind of made me sad that I couldn't find it. I wanted to keep trying to get half decent at flying this thing, but there's always, next time I'll, especially considering how cheap this is. If you lose it, it's pretty easy to just go on Amazon and buy another one. And if you're interested in buying it on Amazon, there's a link below that will help me out if you buy it there. I would totally recommend picking this particular item up if you're looking to get into drones, but maybe didn't, don't have the money for a full-on one, but aren't too worried about losing about $100 in case this thing just flies right away on you. So I will see you guys in another video. Don't forget my GoFundMe. Don't forget I started a Discord, link in the description below if you want to come talk in the Discord. I already have a bunch of like 20 people talking. It's pretty fun. And I want to know, do you guys want to see me stream video games? Let me know in the comments below. I'd like to know that. I'll see you guys in another video. DBPower. You make a decent drone. It's just, I'm an idiot. Talk to you later.
Chuki B.